Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. As always, thank you for joining me. If you could, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get right to it. Now, this here is a story that I bring you just to let you know what's going on in the country. And it's just kind of a sad state of affairs, I suppose. But in Chicago, or in Illinois, in the 3rd District for the US Congress and the House of Representatives, a man named Arthur Jones is running for Congress. He is the only Republican on the ticket, as the Republicans didn't run anybody against him. Even though in 2016 they said no, they ran somebody against him. They completely disavowed this particular candidate. The 2016 Republican Party said no. Yet they're saying yes this time. They disavowed the man. And now they're going to let him run unopposed. No primary or anything for this particular individual. His name, as I mentioned, is Arthur Jones. He is the former head, as he says, the former head of the American Nazi Party. Therefore, a Nazi. He is clearly a white supremacist. He's a Holocaust denier. And he's made it very clear, even in some interviews, that he doesn't give a damn about the Jewish people or any other kind of people that aren't white. And that's all he's running for. He doesn't care about the other constituents that may be Jewish or black or whatever in his district that he's running for. He only cares about the white people who are not Jewish. He has run before. 2016 was the last time the Republicans ran somebody against him. And every time he's run, they've run somebody against him. But not anymore. They don't care. The GOP is done with caring. You can say, well, they disavowed him back in 2016. Isn't that enough? You needed to run somebody against him here. Because as we all know, after the 2016 election, we know how things can go. Nobody in the world, really, besides Donald Trump, maybe I don't even think he did, hardly anybody believed Donald Trump could win that election last November. Nobody believes this gentleman can win the election because Democrats have always beat him. But you can't guarantee that. In this day and age, the way politics have been going and the way people have been interfering in our elections, it is possible that this candidate could win. I truly don't believe Americans in general would elect a Nazi, but there are some baseline people in the GOP who would vote for this man. I think it's disgusting that a man that is a Nazi would have a chance to win an election in this country. It makes me sick to my stomach. We sent people to war to fight against these sons of bitches. We sent people to war to fight against the Nazis, to fight against their oppression, to fight against the murderous tactics they were taking against the Jewish people in Germany and other parts of Europe. We lost lots of American lives fighting Nazis, and now there's a possibility that one could be in our Congress. And I'm not talking about, he said something racist, so maybe he's racist. No, this isn't a, he might be racist, he could be racist. You know, he made a mistake and said something racist. No, he's a Nazi. A self-proclaimed Nazi. And people want to let him be in Congress. Now, the reason he got on the ballot, though, he did a little underhanded trick, just like a Nazi would. He went door to door acting all charming and nice, saying he was a Republican running against a Democrat. But not once did he mention his Nazi ties or the fact that he thinks black people and Jewish people are worth less than white people. Or that he wouldn't work for, people who were of color or of, differing religious views. He's made it very clear in an interview with CNN that he only cares about white Christian people. And that's it. People that happen to be Muslim, forget them, he says. They happen to be Jewish, forget them, he says. He doesn't care about them. If they're black or brown or whatever color their skin may be, if they're not white, he doesn't care, he says. He only cares about himself and his race, and that is it. And that is not a way to run our government here in America. We are a melting pot. We are an all-inclusive country. We allow everyone to come here. Come here and make a better life for themselves than where they may have been. Or to, continue their progression in life. And to think that we would employ somebody funded by the taxpayers that was a full-fledged Nazi who fully supports everything Hitler did, and he's going to run for office. But he bamboozled people, because there are a lot of people that helped him get on that ballot. The people that helped, that he went door to door last fall, went door to door and didn't tell anybody. These people voted or signed a petition to get him on the ballot just because, he made like he was a good person. He's not a good person. Arthur Jones is evil. Pure, unadulterated evil. If you ask me, a man like this should not be in Congress. Now, there again, though, the Constitution doesn't say that somebody that's a Nazi can't run. Nowhere in the Constitution does it say that you have to not be of that persuasion to run. In fact, freedom from speech is an utmost important thing to this country. And I believe wholeheartedly that even if I hate with every fiber of my being the views of Nazis, unfortunately, in order to keep this country going and support the values that we all support, these little scumbags get to talk. They get to speak. And unfortunately, that means they also get to run for Congress. My hope is that the people of Chicago or of Illinois' 3rd District, I hope they're smart enough to catch on to this, that this guy is a Nazi, that he does not care for them, the majority of them anyway. He only cares about, about Christian white people, and that's it. And that's really all there is to it. This man is disgusting. His views are disgusting. But at the end of the day, there's no law saying that him as a Nazi cannot run for the U.S. House. So I hope the Democrat in the 3rd District that's running against him is well liked by the people there. And I hope we make sure that this son of a bitch doesn't get elected. Anyhow, y'all have a great day. I'll see you down the road. And remember, just love each other. That's really all we got to do. We're all in this boat together. At the end of the day, that's just all there is to it. We're in this boat together. We all need to work things out. And we cannot allow people like this and their hatred for other human beings to rule the day. So y'all have a great day. Like I said, see you down the road. And Illinois, in the 3rd District there, be sure to vote against Arthur Jones. Thank you.